welcome to day 13. I know, slightly different look today. Basically my hair's been getting on my nerves at the yard because the wind's so bad, so stuck it up in a bun. River's behind me here eating a hay pile. I've just been to pick out Bee's feet and give them all some hay. Today we're trying some additional enrichment, so we have this nice high hay net. We have a hay pile here, a hay pile outside, and then all the usual ones dotted around the field. The ice isn't as bad today as I was expecting in the water bucket. Don't know if you can see it, so that's good news for me. I have a feeling this vlog's going to be a little bit shorter than yesterday's because Bee seems to have an issue with one of her hooves. So my plan for today is to contact every farrier I know and see what it is and see how we can fix it and make her more comfortable without having to have an actual farrier come and see her because she's still terrified of men and there's no female farriers in my area. See you all later! The only thing making me feel better at the moment is the fact she still came to lick my hand, which she doesn't do when she's angry at me. Hey Princess Pony. Bless her heart. It's the same white hoof at the front here on the right hand side that's giving her jip, so I tried to give it a bit of a pair today with the paring knife, but it seems to be at the back of the sole, no, the back of the heel, sorry, where the issue is, so I just want to get a second opinion before I look at it any further, and I do know a couple of farriers, so I'm going to give them a ring and see if anyone can give me a hand. And here is the proof that River has successfully given up and is now eating the hay. When I came up to the yard a minute ago, all the hay that I'd put out here yesterday had gone, so, and some of the stuff from inside the shelter, so obviously he is enjoying it, but I wonder if he's only eating this stuff because happy ponies, happy life. So yep, I'll be back in a bit to bring them a warm dinner for tea because they've just had a cold dinner for breakfast, just so I could get Bee supplement in her. And yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be a good day. What did I tell you? Bee would be straight in that shelter as soon as I turn my back. That makes me really, really happy. If I'm completely honest, I'm just sick of this weather. The snow is making it so much harder to deal with Bee's feet, and well, just deal with winter in general, and this wind is really, really busy. We didn't have any wind yesterday evening and it was lovely. Guys, it's absolutely freezing this afternoon. The wind's picked up, apparently we're due some more snow. So I'm here giving these two their dinner. River has got his 5 feet over there, and Miss Bee is here having hers. But yeah, basically the weather is absolutely horrific. It's running really, really cold and bitey. They've got hay, so I'm not too bothered about that. And they're both now having a warm feed, so I'm not too bothered about their tummies. So fingers crossed, today's not going to be a bad day. Currently just waiting for the big man to finish his dinner. Bee's finished hers. As you can see, I've brought the bucket over, and I'm hoping that because his feed's over here, he's going to start munching on this hay pile. Fingers crossed he's good for me. And yeah, I'm going to go over to the shelter now and explain a little bit more what's going on. I think we found the root cause of Bee's feet problems. We think she has an abscess, which kind of sucks, but you know, it's easily treatable, which is what we wanted. Now I should come to the field shelter, hence why you can see me falling everywhere, but they've not been in here much today. They've eaten a lot of the hay outside, but not so much on the inside, so I'm just going to swivel you around now and show you what they've been up to. This is the pile that I showed you before where River was. This is the pile that they've not touched, and the net that they've not touched. But as you can see over there, there is 1, 2, 3 big piles of hay for them over there, so they're all set for the night. Annoyingly, the water has frozen over again, so I'm really looking forward to next week when it warms up and this all starts to melt. I have actually ordered them a second water bucket just in case they need to be stabled at all. Basically, the plan is if Bee's abscess gets any worse, she's going to be stabled in this shelter. We've got a couple of gates that we can put up, and we've got some extra pallets, and the builder has said that he's going to come out on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and see what he can do with the pallets that we've got here and start taking down the wall that you guys are letting up against. So fingers crossed this is all going to be ready for Bee as soon as the fall starts to thaw. Well, I can't get my words out today because when it starts to thaw there's an issue that it's going to get muddy, and we don't want that because of the abscess, because it's on the back of her hoof. So I will insert a picture after this so you can see it, and all in all it's just a bit too muddy for us to risk wanting to leave her out, so I'm about to go home and order some mats for in here. The builder is going to go and pick up some more pallets tomorrow because the other ones haven't been dropped yet. We're just going to see what we can do to make her as comfortable as possible. So that's it for me tonight. I don't think I've done much walking today. I think I've already done about 2k, so I might try and walk down to the end of the village and back, but hey ho, what can you do when you've got yay much snow? So keep comments coming down below. I'm genuinely really enjoying seeing people's reaction. I know I'm getting a lot more comments over on Digital Horse, but thanks for watching. Donate if you can.
Here you can see what we believe is the abscess. Obviously it's difficult to fully investigate due to her being nervous and all the snow that we're facing.
That's from me, Bee and River. Hope to see you all soon, and hopefully tomorrow we will be able to get some more interesting footage. Hey!
So at the end of day 13 I am at 42k, which isn't quite where I wanted to be, but with the current weather it's not actually as bad as it could have been.
This week's episode, if you know your road equestrian, is when you put your good leggings on and they are covered in hay. I have picked the wrong shoes to storm out of the house and walk to the post box in. As in, very much chose the wrong shoes, especially when the gritter came along and I had to stand in a pile of snow. Whoopsie. In case I don't say it enough, I really hate the snow, especially when it's at this horrible like slushy stage. It's like this stage at this point and it's vile. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Even though the gritters are out, it's just doing nothing. Hey guys, so day 14, well, what day it's been today. I'm not up to much, I'm honest. I'm doing post runs for ODTE and all else. Bee's abscess seems to be okay. I'm going to try and get it in a bucket of warm water and Epsom salt today. However, it kind of depends on her mood because this little madam here is temperamental. So yeah, this is my current setup. I've got a load of my pictures of the ponies up on the wall. I've got ones around riding school, and then obviously my two, and I've got a picture of my dog and some of my other dogs, which I really like. And yeah, I will keep you updated as I go on about my day. Hey everyone, so today is the day I have been waiting for. I have horse feed on me, see? The big thaw. Thaw has begun. I don't know if I'm as excited about it now because now there's a lot of mud, but I'm excited because it means the snow is going, which can make my life so much easier. So I'm going to turn you around now and just give you a quick brief of what me and my brother have just done because he's come and helped me bring hay to the yard today. So I've put out some hay piles because as you can see the ground has started to thaw a bit, got a bit of puddles. I've put loads more in the shelter. I don't know how well you can see it, but we've got drips and we have another big pile of hay here, and then we have some more little hay piles here.
I thought I'd include some clips from today with me working on Bee's leading practice. Basically, it didn't get very far. She did a couple of bits where she walked really nicely, and there was a couple of bits where she just stopped dead, and then there was a couple of bits where she would walk with the feed bucket, and then she would just fight me with her entire body weight and throw her head, which was a bit frustrating, but we're getting there slowly, and she's now taking more than just 2 or 3 steps at a time, and we are actively walking.
Managed to get Bee into the shelter, so she's much happier in here, and I'm hoping that she's going to start playing with this. And I have ordered her another swinger ready for when this becomes her stable very, very soon. So yeah, that's about it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye from me and the ponies. One last thing before I head home is I'm grabbing one of River's spare turnout rugs to chuck over the hay at home, because I've got 27 bales of hay at home and we're due some rain tonight and I don't want them getting wet. I've already got 2 rugs up there, one of River's, one of Bee's, but I just want to make sure that it's all covered so that I don't lose any hay due to adverse weather. Bye everyone. The wind is absolutely awful and I hate it. However, it just means the rain is coming in. I'm getting pelted with the rain now, so you win some, you lose some.
I thought I'd include this picture because it's important to mention that today Bee picked both her front feet up for me and I managed to get a proper good look and assess her abscess. I've included some pictures later on, but basically I'm ringing the vet in the morning to talk to the vet. However,
there's been a few issues with Bee's passport since we got her as a family 18 months ago. Obviously I've had her for 3 weeks officially, so yeah, basically I just want to make sure everything's in order, and then I need to check that both her and River's like microchips line up and all the other joyous things that come with owning 2 horses registered to very different societies. River is a Weatherby's racer and Bee has a green Welshese passport, so hopefully it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, but that's the joys of having registered horses. So I think that's all for today's vlog. I will see you tomorrow where we can assess the damage of the thawing snow, and hopefully we'll be able to get some of the big bale that's currently on my front lawn up to the yard and into the muddy sections, because the bits that I always say in the vlog, oh this is really bad, have come back to bite me. They are already very, very muddy and it's just not nice.
You've heard me mention in a few of my vlogs that I've got a couple of hauls coming. This is the one that I placed today because my equine first aid kit really needed an update, and these were the things that I decided were best for me. Up next we have the pictures of both of Bee's hooves from today. This is her good hoof, and the next picture, this one is her bad hoof. However, as much as they're overgrown, they're not as bad as I was expecting them to. Obviously today is day 14, which means it's the 14th of February and it's Valentine's Day, so I thought it was important to include the 3 loves of my life. It's Sunday, which means it was results day. These are the 3 classes that I placed in, 2 with River and 1 with Bee. And because it's day 14, it's a halfway total. I'm not quite at the halfway mark that I'd like to be, but I'm really happy with my result and I can't wait to see what next week brings. It only felt right to end this video with this gorgeous picture of Carrots from last summer. He is one of the horses at Horse Sense Wirral, who we are raising money for. If you would like to donate, the Just Giving link is in the description box of this video and it's in the bio of my Instagram account, which is also linked below. This is a fantastic charity and the 100k has been a real enjoyment so far. Let's see what next week brings us for this charity. The winter months are always difficult for any charity and they are running amazing giveaways and fundraisers over on their Facebook page, as well as the ones that we are running as we're trying, with this fundraiser. So please join in and donate when you can. And don't worry, for those of you who are getting sick of the dodgy audios, my new microphone is due Monday via Amazon, so fingers crossed the audio quality is going to improve really, really soon, and it has a clip, which means I can take it out with me.